Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy Leach, back here with another reaction video. As y'all see by that title, Damian Lillard is returning to the Portland Trail Blazers on a $42 million deal after being waived by the Bucks. Wow, let's get right into it.
We continue to follow breaking news out of the NBA where
Damian Lillard, he's coming home. Tell the world I'm coming home.
Portland. Multiple reports having a 3-year deal with Portland.
This is actually shocking, bro. I did not expect this. 3-year, $42 million contract. Trailblazers franchise leader in points. He's going back home. I like it.
All right, let's get more thoughts on this news, and we bring in Avery Johnson. Coach, what do we make of the news that we're learning today between Damian Lillard and his old team?
A little bit surprised because,
yeah,
I thought at this stage of Damian Lillard's
career, he wants to win.
Even though he has to sit out this upcoming season, I thought he would join a team that would potentially be closer to winning the championship. Portland, even with this roster, currently organized, they're not a playoff team. They're not even a play-in team.
Nah, chill. I think they're a play-in team, bro. I think they're a play-in team. Obviously not a playoff team, but I think they could definitely make some noise, bro. I mean, they got a lot of young talent over there in Portland.
I don't see how they're going to become a playoff team or a championship level team within the next 3 years. So I'm somewhat surprised, but at the same time, it's good when you can always go back home. Damian Lillard's kids are based in Portland, so maybe he wants to spend more time with his kids and be available for them. So I think this is probably
I mean, it's much more than just basketball. Like, like you said, wants to be around his kids more. So, I respect Dame for that. And what Milwaukee did to him was just horrible, bro. They just waived him, bro. That was crazy.
About his kids than it is about him chasing a ring.
Which is what he did a couple of years ago. Obviously, he spent so much time getting the Trailblazers close to a title, at least playing in the finals, which didn't really happen, of course. And then he joins Giannis and the Bucks for about
that
2
didn't work
years.
out.
Coach, how would you describe the Milwaukee timeline for Dame time?
Yeah, it was very unsuccessful, underwhelming. He really was brought in there to help lead Milwaukee back to a championship run with Giannis. He wasn't the same Damian Lillard that played in the Portland Trailblazers uniform.
Dame Portland was diff, bro. Milwaukee didn't get that Damian Lillard. Dame really didn't perform his best in Milwaukee either. It's not like he played horribly, but he just didn't play up to his level of play.
Shoot the ball as well, struggled defensively. And again, that's why I'm surprised by this move because, Portland is bringing him back.
9-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA selection, 2,804 career threes, 4th most all-time. Ranks in the top 10 among active players in points, assists, and threes.
That he was when he left the Trailblazers. So that's why I thought he would take some sort of a lesser role.
Yeah, it's definitely shocking, bro, because at the point of his career, you think he would want to win, but
I'm surprised.
I think of a lot of us are. We hope to learn more information, obviously, as the two sides get back together, learn a little bit more about how this all got together. But we can't help but be.
I don't know. I'm just confused, bro. Like, it's probably for his kids though, so he could see them more. I feel like it's definitely that. And Portland, was really, really good to Dame. So,
he's going back, right?
What?
A lot on social media saying it just feels right.
Why did it do that, bro?
So many big shots for this team, including the one over Paul George, as people remember. Again, the nickname Dame Time.
Yeah, this shot. Oh my goodness. Sheesh.
He was a shot maker in the league.
That was crazy, bro.
He was incredible.
Hold on.
pretty much was putting together a Hall of Fame type.
And it goes like this.
When you thought about the Portland Trailblazers, it started in.
Man, that shot was insane, bro. Imagine being courtside at that. Oh my.
And all of those game-winning shots, and he's the Portland Trailblazers. He's Portland, Oregon. This guy did so much for the community. Did so much on and off the court. So I know this is, at the same time, while some of us may be surprised, this is going to be a boost for the
3rd and 3s, 8th in points, 9th in assists. Like,
they know at some point, even if it's in the 26-27 season, they're going to get their beloved Damian Lillard back in the Trailblazers uniform, and they want him to retire a Portland Trailblazer.
Yeah, he definitely retiring in Portland. I think this is his last team. He's going to end it, in Portland. Which he should. I mean, he did a lot for that team. Did a lot for the community, all that. But yeah, I'm just shocked that, he wouldn't want to win. But I understand it, like I said, because of his kids, bro.
I'm imagining, from what I've heard, he has a no-trade clause.
Coach, I got to get you out of here on this. And yes, we heard about the no-trade clause, and I think you're right about that. The Achilles injury, and given he's in his mid-30s here, you're a perfect person to ask about what type of player we expect from Damian Lillard when he actually returns to the court in a season's plus time.
Yeah, it's one of the toughest injuries to return from.
Yep.
You rather have a sprained ankle, some sort of a strained hamstring, groin. But when you talk about, a sprained knee, but when you talk about that Achilles, that is a tough injury. But we've gotten, some recent evidence,
But like, people are like asking, why there were so many injuries like during the playoffs. Like, y'all gotta understand this, bro. Like, the game has really evolved, bro. It's way faster than it was back then, bro. It's the game speed, bro. That's why there's so many more injuries, bro. It has nothing to do with the, what they. I mean, it definitely goes along with what they eat, what they do, but it's just the speed of the NBA, bro. You know what I mean? Like, the game is just so fast-paced, bro. Like, one slight movement, that goes for, like, MLB, NFL, but the NBA in general, bro, it's a physical toll on your body.
Kevin Durant came back from it, and now, you have Jason Tatum dealing with it.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how Halliburton, Tatum, and Lillard bounce back from this. I mean, I expect all of them to bounce back.
Better and more clever as
because they're all great, NBA players.
So I'm sure, he had an incredible medical team, and I'm banking that his rehab is going to be unbelievable, and maybe he'll get back on the court sooner rather than later.
That's NBA champ Avery Johnson joining us with the breaking news that it will be Dame's time once again in Rip City. But
Dame time back to Portland, bro. Yo, I mean, this is fire, bro. This is fire, bro.
Total for the Portland Trailblazers in 25/26. All right, let's break it all down with John Gonzalez here.
See what John's got to say.
Bay Area guy, but you know what I mean. Pacific Northwest, Portland, and Dame. What do we think?
Yeah, from Dame's perspective, this is great, Tommy. I mean, I was one of the people that was saying, look, he's going to have to rehab anyway. Dame doesn't need the money. I don't know what the rush is. The landscape in the NBA can change pretty dramatically year over year. And I was thinking that, as he's rehabbing this Achilles, he should just wait until next offseason and then pick the best spot for him to go ring hunting. This makes sense, though, because, as you noted, best player in Blazers history, spent his entire career there with the exception of this brief sabbatical that he had in Milwaukee. So he gets to go home again. 3 for 42 is pretty great because between
I respect Dame for this.
From the Blazers over the next few years and what he's going to get from the Bucks just next year, Tommy, he's going to make $70 million.
Yeah, the funny thing is, bro, the Bucks still got to pay Dame, bro. Y'all some goofies, bro.
And then over the next 2
why would they waive Dame, bro? Like, why did they do that?
Of all that, Tommy, this is the part where it starts to make, I mean, from Dame's
both seasons with 24+ points per game among active players. Look, Dame's up there with LeBron, KD, and Steph. Like,
really understand.
Dude, Dame gonna
from
go
the
down as
Blazers
great.
perspective is the no trade clause. I mean, look, if you're Dame, you're ecstatic, but somebody in Portland is going to have to explain to me how you're going to give a guy who's 36 coming off an Achilles a player option and a no trade.
So remind me, if you can, and maybe some others that don't pay attention to Trailblazers basketball, because we have seen Dame from time to time with Giannis and the Bucks. What type of team do we see them now post, the trade to Milwaukee, especially over the last season? What type of team have the Trailblazers been on the court?
Yeah, interesting, right? Last year, I was one of the people, again, advocating for them to go full tank mode. They decided, no. We've got some really nice, young, interesting pieces here. Denny Avia, Tumani Kamara, who made all defense.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think the Blazers could definitely make some noise for the play-in. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Do you think the Blazers are a play-in team? Yeah or nah? I think they are. And, when Dame comes back, do y'all think they're a playoff team? Maybe. I don't know. Let me know.
But they bring back Drew Holiday in that deal. They've got Scoot Henderson who's on the rise and Shaden Sharp. They also unplugged DeAndre Ayton from that really complicated center situation. So now they've got more room for Donovan Clingan. And they drafted
Donovan Clingan, bro. He has to play better than he did last year, bro. Donovan Clingan was a letdown.
The Western Conference is loaded, but they do have some really nice, young, interesting pieces on the Trailblazers. I don't know that redounds to them being Western Conference contenders, certainly. I doubt that they'll make the playoffs proper, but a play-in scenario?
Yeah,
that's on the table for the Blazers this year. And then
I think they could be playing.
When comes back from his Achilles, you'll get a veteran presence back in that locker room. That's a team that could make some disruptions moving forward. I mean, maybe win a series. I doubt 2, but they're a nice young up and coming team for when Dame returns.
And then lastly here, what concerns, if any, do you have of Damian Lillard as he recovers from injury?
Yeah, the Achilles is a really difficult one, right? I mean, an ACL is almost routine these days. You can come back from that pretty quickly. Kyrie Irving is one of those players who's recovering and rehabbing from an ACL right now. And Achilles, as we saw, a rash of them towards the end of the season, whether that's due to playing too many games or...
Nah, it's not none of that, bro. It's the speed of the NBA, like the game. That's what it is. Like, it's just how fast things are, bro.
Had one from Jason Tatum, you had one from Tyrese Halliburton, and of course,
it has nothing to do with how many games, bro. Stop that, bro.
But for a player who's going
and the other thing, they gotta fix the playoff schedule, bro. That's another big thing, bro. Like you get one day off, then you're back. Then they gotta give you 2 days off, bro.
36 years old when he comes off of the Achilles. It's not like he's just going to hit the court and look like the old Damian Lillard right away. It's going to take some time, not only for him to get back to being fully healthy, but also for him to look like the Damian Lillard or any approximation that he was previously. So long road ahead of Damian Lillard still, and so also for the Portland Trailblazers.
Yep, going to miss the entire 25/26 season.
That's
going to
suck.
A team and a franchise.
Same with Tatum and Halliburton, man. That's rough.
With the insight here on the breaking news franchise.
But that's gonna do it, though. Damian Lillard, back to the Bucks. Let me know in the comment section down below. What do y'all think about this? I'm happy for Dame. He gets to go back home, but it just sucks he won't be able to play this upcoming season. I think the Blazers are a play-in team though this year. I mean, I think they really can be. They got a lot of young talent, a lot of promise on that team. Let me know in the comment section down below, how do y'all feel about this move? And follow the socials on the screen. Much appreciated. I love y'all, and I'm out. But that's gonna do it for this reaction though. Make sure y'all subscribe, like the video, and I'm out. Peace.